Oh my, Tom. This is incredible.
I know it's a strange first date. Dinner and then come see my mural.
No kidding. I had no idea. This is no small project.
Sarah, I just had to show you what I've been doing for the last several months.
This is very impressive. You capture the spirit of the past well.
The people here, the way they greet me and my father when we walk to work every day, always makes me feel like I belong to the town I was born in.
Did your father like the idea of you being an artist?
Dad always gave devoted endorsement to my desire to be an artist.
You were lucky your dad was so supportive. Not all dads would have been.
Sarah, I wish to be recorder of the heritage of El Paso del Norte, my dad being the mayor, you know. From my studio, I could see a small piece of Mount Franklin's Ridge.
How did you even begin?
Come on, let's go up on the scaffolding.
Tom, I'm afraid of heights.
You've never been on scaffolding before?
Oh no.
Well, this will be the first time. I actually started with the inscription over the door. O Paso del Norte. Now the old giants are gone. We little men live where heroes once walked the inviolate earth.
That's beautiful. This is worth braving even though I'm afraid of heights.
Now, don't worry, Sarah. You're safe with me. These old giants were exploring and settling the land. Stepping forward. This mural is 52 feet long and 11 feet high.
This is so vast, so imposing. You painted them with such serious faces, cold even.
I see them all as determined. In El Paso sunlight, you see everything. With every brushstroke, each part comes to life. My technique is to never paint over. Each stroke will remain as I first put it down. They called it a la prima. I want the real thing.
This clearly took a lot of work.
I had a happy time studying and assembling all the details of the faces, the figures, the garb, the accoutrement of my giants to make them as authentic as I could.
This fellow, was he really cross-eyed?
Oh yes, authenticity. I got a charro from across the river in Ciudad Juarez to pose in his own rig for this one. Now he complained to my friend, Jose Cisneros. Tom Lee made me cross-eyed. Jose told him that he really was cross-eyed. This is one of Donovan's men that brought the U.S. flag through the Pass of the North in 1846.
Oh, that's great. Sorry, Tom, do you think we could get down for a minute?
Sure, yeah. Sarah, wait. Look at this. A polo player over at Fort Bliss let me make studies of his Spanish-blooded Palomino mare.
I noticed the Indian doesn't have a saddle or a bit.
No, they were more like centaurs when they rode. A man and a horse combined. No wonder the Spanish wanted to keep the Indians on foot.
Oh, wow.
I even drove my car out to Hollywood in a costume company to rent and bring back home the right kind of real cuirass, morion, hose, and jackboots. It all had to be real. Oh, yes. Did I tell you there was a bearded man that came to me one day and said, I read where you were looking for a man of my build with a mustache. I grew these whiskers for the Carlsbad Rodeo. Thought you might want to use them before I shaved it off.
How detailed.
So I could make studies of this bearded man standing in the hot summer sun as at the pass, wearing conquistador's armor.
Oh, it's so warm.
We had quite the time.
Buenas noches, Mr. Lee.
Hi, Manuel. Decided to take an evening off of painting to give a tour to Sarah here.
Mucho gusto, señorita.
Hello.
Manuel, seems Sarah's not used to these hot lights. Would you mind getting her a glass of water?
En un momento.
Hey, gracias, Manuel. For my pioneer woman, a friend made a dress and a slat-brimmed sunbonnet from an old pattern of her mother's.
Oh, that's nice.
You see that, Friar? I even got a real Franciscan friar from St. Anthony's Seminary here in El Paso to pose with a missionary's cross.
How interesting.
See these guns? I borrowed from my father's collection of guns and knives, each of the proper date and make. Dad also had some great hats. I put my father's black Stetson with this particular crease on the head of the mural sheriff, because it all had to be.
I know. Real? Oh, Tom.
Sarah, are you okay?
Tom, I'm just not feeling so good.
Sarah. Sarah. Sarah, are you okay? Sarah. You gave me quite the scare.
I'm so embarrassed I fainted like that.
Are you sure you're okay? I kind of feel stupid, all wrapped up in the details of my mural.
Oh no. I've never seen anything like your work before. It's so real, vibrant.
What do you say we go for a ride and get some fresh air? Beautiful view, huh?
Oh, it's amazing.
I love you. I loved you the first time I saw you cross the table. Will you marry me?
Oh my. Whew. Don't you think you ought to do a little more research? I mean, check the details and all?
No. I know a good woman when I see her.
Well, Tom, I'm flattered, but we should get to know each other a little better first. And you should meet my mother and father.
I didn't exactly get the answer I wanted that night, but I knew she was the one for me. The truth in her eyes, her beauty, and in her voice, it was just irresistible, and it didn't take long for her to come around to my way of thinking. Oh, Paso to North, now the old giants are gone. We little men live where heroes once walked the violet earth.
Let's look at this mural. It was painted by Tom Lee, a native El Paso